our rate rise that happened yesterday. If you're watching this on Wednesday, anytime, it happened on, as always, the first Tuesday of the month. So the February one, another 0.25% rate increase in terms of, and we want to look at that from the impact that it's going to be having on our property industry in general and obviously on our rental market in particular. So we look at this, and investors may not be enticed to purchase property, as their mortgage amounts may go up, a whole range of increasing costs here. So, and therefore what do we get? We get a rental market that's closing in even more tightly than it already is. Now, some areas are saying it's getting a little bit easier. Other areas are saying that it's still so many people fighting for the single property. That brings me to discuss something that we discussed before Christmas, and that's the new laws that were introduced in New South Wales, where the New South Wales government has banned rental bidding and changed the rules for how rental properties can be advertised. Now, really, this is nothing new, and that's what I said when it first came out. The rules started on Saturday the 17th of December, Merry Christmas, and for agents it means that you can't solicit rental bids. Soliciting a bid is when an agent invites a prospective tenant to increase their offer of rent higher than the advertised price of the residential property. We're just talking residential property here. So in other words, an agent must advertise a fixed rental price on residential property listings. No, you cannot any longer give a price range such as 5 to 550 or 7 to 750, or it doesn't matter what the range is, but it actually states you can no longer use a price range or use text in your advertising such as offers from or by negotiation. So that applied to all properties that were listed on or after the 17th of December. Now, these rules only apply to agents, not to landlords. Okay, so your rental price doesn't need to be on your signs or anywhere near the property. So now as an agent, you can accept a higher rental offer if it is made freely and voluntarily by a prospective tenant. So a prospective tenant may walk in and they may be there at an open home time, and there may be 10 other people, 20 other people, 3 other people who are wanting that property, and they are desperate for that property, and they make an offer that may be $10 more a week, maybe $50 more a week, depending on the the initial asking or advertised price for that property. So, with the rental market being, so tight and rents that are rising at the same time as the cost of living is rising, it's actually really important to make sure that you as an agent are not engaging in rental auctions or rental bidding wars or whatever you want to call them, that you are not enticing potential purchasers to, say, well, whatever you want to offer, you might need to offer more than that to secure the property. Or yes, that's what the property is advertised at, but you may need to do more. Do not. Be careful of what you say verbally. Be careful of what you put in writing, that you are meeting the requirements of this is the advertised price, this is what you're, and not be seeking any additional money in terms of what the weekly rent will be. As I said, that doesn't stop a potential tenant from offering a higher price. That is part of the conditions of their offer. It might be they want X, Y, and Z, and a cat, and a bird, and a something else, and this is what they're prepared to offer because they want to secure the property. That's okay. And you take that into consideration. You take that in your recommendation to your landlord to say, this is what's on offer from this potential tenant, this is what's offered from this potential tenant, and then the landlord can make that decision for themselves. So again, just be careful what's going in your advertisements. Make sure they match reality of what your opinion of price is on a rental property. Just as important for salespeople, it's making it even. It's just in your face now that it is still very, very important for property managers. What is your opinion of price on that property, and that you are advertising it very clearly and not deviating from that in what you say and what you write in any correspondence with landlords and also with your potential and prospective tenants.